think I'm going to grab some of this white with this pink, but I got more white, and just give her some little, well, maybe more white. Just give her a little something on her, look like a little design in her shirt. Just a little white with that pink. Just makes it look like she might be got a little something on her shirt, you know. A little flower or something in her shirt. We could actually put a little green in there too if we wanted to. And you see I'm just tapping it. It's yep. Try not to go crazy, just give her a little bit, because I do like that. It just gives her a little design in her clothes with her wild looking hair. Whoops, I think I need a little more pink with that one. Well, maybe I covered it back up. It's time to stop because I'm just playing now, y'all. There we go. Alright, so we've got that in. I'm going to grab a little bit of the brown and the green on this little liner brush, and I'm just going to put, you know, some little tap it in a little bit. I actually like that. So a little green and a little brown, and we're just going to tap some, you know, it spots around. It doesn't have to be got too much brown that time, so I can just pick up some green. Just different kind of grasses. It doesn't have to be all in one spot. So like it's under her foot. You see the different but it's just putting some, I just got some green and brown, and I just come in and do some different little things. So it was like there's brown, but I don't, that's too much brown, so I'm going to come in and just put some green with it, and I can put some under his feet. And the good thing about this is we can also add some little just show you. I'm hitting it and flicking up, so it's just a little white on the grass. And if that was too much, it's nothing but grab some green and cover it up a little bit. So I'm just coming back in here a little bit more of that brown and green, because I like that. And I don't want to do the whole painting, I just want it in certain spots, you know, because here we want to bend the cover up the legs. Make them a little blend in a little bit more with whatever's going on. Let's see, we can pull some of this over here and just do a little bit in here. Just some different grasses, and it's just different. I'll grab a little brown in that too. I can do some in here. I don't want it to look like it's just right there under the feet. I want some little spots all over the place. It'll be fine with me, because again, you can just take those a little white here, and just give them a little, and just make it look like some grass seeds in there. Just doing them every so often. It's just something a little different than the other grass. think I want to bring this out a little bit more though here. So I'm going to grab just a tiny little bit of brown and then some of that green. And I'm just going to come out in here a little bit more. I actually want to look like I'm in front of him if I can. Let's bring that. Okay. And around her, I'm going to just grab the green around her. Now, I'm just going to grab a little bit of white and then just come in just a little bit too much. Flick it up a little bit. I've got my 16/20 liner brush. And I'm going to come back in here and do some little highlights. I don't really want this as I'm going to come in with a little brown here. I'm going to come in and take some of this white off because it doesn't need as much there to me. It's more of a shadow type, and again maybe some right in here. I have a little brown on my brush, and I am just going to come in and do a few little flickers up in here, going in the direction of the hat, just to see about looking at some different shades. I see a lot of brown, so I don't really like that. I'm going back in there with that blue and just touch this up. I'm not taking all that brown out, I'm just taking some of it. Okay. Wipe my brush off, and I'm going to grab a little white, and at this point I'm going to have to wipe some of that off because I think I got too much, and I'm just going to start giving a little highlight in here. Oops, that was too much. Again, I can just take that my other brush and I can wipe this off. That's the good thing about if you don't like something. But you don't like that up there either. So I'm just gonna wipe. We're gonna wipe all that off if we can. And I'm gonna start over. Okay. Alright, just a tiny little white. And I'm gonna go back over here on top of his hat and just give a little bit of shadow. Same way with this ear, just going to give him a little shadow. Oh, it's too much. So I'm going to pick up some of that tan and just come in here and right. Okay, let's go in here with a little bit of shadow just in here. A little bit of shadow in here. Not going on much. And I'm just going to grab a tiny little bit of white. There we go. That's what I want. Bring a little bit more of that brown and just come in here and give a little more shadow at the bottom. And that's still too dark, so I'm just bringing some tan in here. Okay. I think I missed a ear up here. Let's grab a little bit of this black, and I'm just going to pull that back over right in here a little bit. There we go. Now I'm going to grab a little bit. I wiped my brush off and I've grabbed a little bit of white, and I'm just going to give a few little highlights in here more. So because that sun is coming down. Okay. We want to touch up on her shoulder. I tend to not go too bright on things because I'm scared I'll mess them up. I'll just come around here. I'm going to do a little here and we'll do a little bit on this side. Okay. Just gives us a little something, something. Give them a little highlight on, I want to give her a little highlight on this side of her arm going around. I'm going to come back under here and give her a little highlight on this side. Still going to grab some of that blue and come back in here and take some of that highlight off. Need a little black to help me here. Just take a little of the highlight off, not a whole lot. So I've washed my brush and I'm going to grab some more white and I'm going to come around her foot. Just give it a little, same thing with him. Much, just a little something there. Okay, on our little bird over here, we're just going to give him a little highlight on his beak and on his fur. Okay. I'm still thinking of putting a little bit of just trying to make that little button on his hat show a little bit. I think I just made it grow. So I'm taking this here back off because it literally just, I stick my hand in it. So I'm just coming right back in here, putting a little bit of light back on. There we go. Okay. And that's all we're going to do. I'm going to, well, I say that's all we're going to do. No, we're not. I'm going to wipe my brush off and just pull a little bit of this in here. So I'm going to just grab a little white and just do a little more in here. So we just have still have a little bit of light shining on. I just washed and dried my small brush, so I think I'm going to use it. That's fluorescent green that I'm going to come in here and put a little bit of just a little bit of grass. I'm just flicking it down. And the reason I'm doing that is I'm going to put me some flowers in here. So I'm just kind of putting some different shade of green in here. I think I might want a few over here. That kind of blends in with that one. Okay, we'll put some there. And I may come in here and put a few in here. that one. So I'm just going to go over this again because I can see, kind of see through it. I want it kind of thick, so. Almost like when I put it on. For some reason that paint was acting up when I opened it. It just a big old thing of oil type paint came out, so I don't know. So I am liking that. Again, I think I may, don't want to put a few more in here.